Good morning, Dean. We're here live in the head office in Boca Raton after an amazing event at the weekend for the leadership of DubLi from 20-something countries around the world.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing. Yeah, well, and thank you, and welcome to everybody that is having an opportunity to see this video, because it was just an amazing 2 days. The event really capped off much of what we've been building up to. Before I even touch on that, let me just make a couple real quick comments. If you've noticed the reports, that one came out yesterday, one came out today. DubLi on Wall Street has announced that they're moving to the NASDAQ, which is a major move coming from the OTCs. Number two, today they announced that the branding campaigns start on the 18th of this month. So they're starting, I believe it was with 15 major markets.
Wow.
And then moving into May, they will start including all of the major cable companies, which includes almost 90 million households in the U.S. in terms of branding. So the machine is open, it is running, and it is just incredible. The other thing I want to comment on too is now with this announcement on NASDAQ with DubLi going to the NASDAQ, that in itself, Brian, brings incredible credibility, I guess is the best way to put it, for DubLi, because DubLi's been in formulation for a number of years, and when you're in formulation, just like all major corporations, you're going to go through your trials and tribulations and your issues and the whole thing. And when that happens, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You catch some bad press, whether it's justified or not is immaterial. You just get it. But what I want people to understand, especially now, it doesn't matter what you may read that was 2 years old or whatever in the bad press, because it's history. But what you got to understand is this company would not be where it's at today. It would not be moving on to NASDAQ with the approval of the agencies. It would not be spending millions of dollars for branding campaigns in every major market. It wouldn't be doing the things that they're doing if this company wasn't rock solid and the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so the thing is those that understand it, those that get it, they're going to have an opportunity to really become part of something historic and take a major piece of the market, because this is entirely different. This is a whole new era. It's a new world, if you will.
Absolutely amazing. And when you look at what's happening there with the likes of the Russians, who are the fastest growing team in the company right now, and you compare with what they have compared to what the US market have, for example, they're kicking butt.
Oh, you're right. And this is amazing. You can understand, in the Russian market, they have no shopping mall. They have no search technology. It's not even in their language. It's in English. And they are, as you just said, the fastest moving organization in DubLi, and they're making us in the U.S. look bad, because they're breaking sales directors, they're breaking vice presidents with nothing, and and I tell the Americans, some of the Americans that I'm dealing with, well, we're going to get going here, but we've had some issues to deal with. I said, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. These people have nothing, and they're setting records, and we've got everything. And even in some of the markets like in Germany and Denmark and Spain and in Australia, where they have localized malls, they ought to be, and they will be obviously, just absolutely flying. But the rest of the world on the global markets, just like the Russians, it doesn't matter what the other countries are, can do exactly the same thing. Mm-hmm. And it's the only difference, and here's the key, the only difference between those in Russia that are making it happen and those anywhere else in the world that aren't, is attitude. It's strictly attitude, because everything else is the same.
But they've also got the vision for the bigger picture, Dean, which you and I know, and we've talked about this on a number of occasions. There's a lot of complexities to this business model that most people don't get.
Yeah.
And when it clicks, and as you said, it may take 90 or 120 days from engagement, but when it clicks, boy, is that a pretty picture.
Yeah, it is. And quite frankly, that is what they're doing. They're painting the picture of the future, the possibilities. They're using the history, of what the company has accomplished, to the point of what's coming to their country. And they're only working with the people that get it. Those that don't, it's okay. They'll get it later. But
sure.
they're going to work with the ones that get it now, and they're flat flying. So, and I know from what you've seen here, I know when you get back home, you're going to be in the same mode as the Russians were from what you saw here, because it is take no prisoners. Now's the time to get the word out. Those that get it, and those that don't, it's okay. They will get it later, and they can just come in at somewhere else down, pardon the expression, on the food chain.
Yeah, because, as you've said many times, this is the next game changer.
Yeah.
And that's going to revolutionize how we do business and our way of life in the future.
Yeah, it is the future, and the thing is, but we also have to understand that most people don't have the capability of envisioning the intangible. See, if they can't see it, feel it, taste it, they don't believe it. Only those few people, and that's the key, only those few people who can envision the intangible, who can envision the future, are going to be able to take advantage of what is here today, and they're going to become incredibly wealthy because of it.
Yeah.
But those that can't, it's okay. There's no reason to be mad at them. There's no reason to feel bad about it. They're just part of the masses that later they'll get it. But the market share that they'll be able to get it'll be okay. But it just won't be as significant as those that have the vision, the capability for the vision.
Well, I certainly don't think we're going to run out of any possibility of running out of customers in the not too distant future. But for those, as you say, that move fast, they've an incredible opportunity to put a stamp on their place. So, Dean, I'd like to thank you for that, and we'll close up. And
well, Brian, listen, it's we've been friends. You and Mary have been friends with Ancient I for many years, and my commitment to you is I will do whatever it takes to help you and your team absolutely move to the very top.
Yeah.
And I'm committed. Put a group together of a decent number. Doesn't need to be huge, but a decent number. I'll be in the UK, and I will help everybody that's part of your team advance their business, and we will flat fly. So again, it's my pleasure.
Well, we know that, and thank you very much indeed. We really appreciate it, Dean.
My pleasure.